Buckle up for instant facts, your no-holds-barred dive into global hotspots. Today, we're tearing into the scorching Israel-Palestine conflict, a powder keg that's exploded time and again. From the deceptive peace deals of 2020 to the brutal escalations and the shaky 2025 ceasefire that's hanging by a thread as of October 22, 2025. We'll unpack the betrayals, the bloodshed, the heroes and villains, with raw facts, shocking stats, and what it means for the world. This isn't just history, it's the fire shaping tomorrow. Let's ignite. Rewind to 2020. The world watched as the Abraham Accords were inked in Washington, D.C. on September 15th. Israel shook hands with the UAE, Bahrain, Sudan, and Morocco. A U.S.-brokered deal promising economic booms and tech ties. But for Palestinians, it felt like a stab in the back, sidelining their quest for statehood. Critics called it peace without Palestinians, fueling resentment in Gaza and the West Bank. Fast forward to spring 2021. In East Jerusalem's Sheikh Jarrah, Israeli courts greenlit evictions of Palestinian families, homes built on land claimed by Jewish groups since 1948. Protests boiled over, symbolizing decades of displacement. "This is ethnic cleansing," shouted activists as families faced bulldozers. The spark hit Jerusalem's Al-Aqsa Mosque on May 7, 2021, during Ramadan. Israeli forces stormed the compound, firing stun grenades at worshippers. Over 300 Palestinians injured in one night. "A desecration of our holy site," said Palestinian leaders. This ignited rocket barrages from Hamas in Gaza. The 11-day war. Hamas fired 4,360 rockets at Israel, killing 13. Israel's Iron Dome intercepted most, but the retaliation was fierce. Over 1,500 airstrikes on Gaza. Gaza's health ministry reported 256 dead, including 66 children. Precision strikes on terror tunnels, claimed Israel, but UN reports highlighted civilian devastation, with hospitals and schools hit. Ceasefire on May 21, 2021, but scars remained. Billions in damage, thousands homeless. International aid trickled in, but Hamas rebuilt arsenals. Tensions simmered through 2022 with sporadic clashes. October 7, 2023, the deadliest day. Hamas's Al-Aqsa flood operation. 3,000 militants breached the border with paragliders, bulldozers, and boats. They stormed kibbutzim like Kfar Aza, massacring families door to door. At the Nova Music Festival, 364 young revelers gunned down or abducted. Total: 1,200 Israelis killed, 253 hostages dragged to Gaza tunnels. Israel's response: swords of iron. Prime Minister Netanyahu vowed to crush Hamas. A total siege on Gaza, no food, fuel, or water initially. Ground invasion followed, with tanks rolling into Gaza City. By year's end, over 22,000 Palestinians dead, per Gaza officials. The worst humanitarian crisis since World War II, said UN experts. The war went regional. Hezbollah lobbed 5,000 rockets from Lebanon, killing 28 Israelis. Yemen's Houthis disrupted Red Sea shipping. Iran fired 300 drones and missiles at Israel in April 2024, mostly intercepted. A shadow war turning hot, analysts warned. Hostage deals flickered hope. In November 2023, Qatar mediated 105 hostages freed for 240 Palestinian prisoners. But fighting resumed. By mid-2024, Gaza was a wasteland, 80% of buildings damaged, famine looming for 2 million. January 2025. A U.S.-Egypt-Qatar truce. Hamas released 50 more hostages. Israel eased the blockade. Aid trucks rolled in, but accusations flew. Hamas hide in weapons in aid, said Israel. Truce shattered March 18th with Israeli strikes on Hamas commanders, killing 300 in days. Spring 2025 inferno. Israel's Rafah offensive from May 6th displaced 1.4 million. A bloodbath, condemned the ICC, issuing warrants for Netanyahu and Hamas leaders. Battles in Khan Yunis saw urban warfare, tunnels booby-trapped, civilians caught in crossfire. Summer horrors. Over 52,000 Palestinian deaths since 2023, 1,700 Israeli. Infrastructure gone, no power, contaminated water. Protests worldwide. U.S. campuses erupted. Europe saw marches of millions. October 10, 2025. The current ceasefire. Trump's re-elected team pushed a phased deal. Body exchanges, aid surges, demilitarization talks. As of October 22nd, it's holding better than expected, per U.S. officials. But skirmishes persist. Recent strikes killed 45 in Gaza. Peace or prelude to more war? Experts debate. This saga's toll. Millions displaced. Economies shattered. Hatred deepened. Yet whispers of two-state solutions emerge. Will it stick? You decide. Hit like, subscribe, drop your take below. Instant facts. Truth that burns bright.